So full disclosure, I've been sitting here for the last 2 hours trying to create some amazing promotional video for my web design therapy service. I thought that if I made this super cool video that I could put it out there and everybody would go, oh, I have to have that. But I'm telling you, trying to create a really great video is hard. And trying to read a script, write a script, your dog is down here snoring, it's a mess. So I thought, why not just get on here and talk, and if you like it, you like it, and if you don't, I'm sorry. Okay, so what is web design therapy? I've been a web designer for over 17 years. I probably shouldn't say that because it shows my age. Actually, the camera shows my age, but don't worry about that. I know how frustrating it is to build a website. I've built them for years. And I know how frustrating it must be for you who wants to build a really great blog, who has a message that they want to share with the world, but they get stuck. You get stuck. You get stuck on the design or the technical challenges or just not knowing where to go, what to do, or how to make everything connect together. So I know there are hundreds of tutorials and lots of training, and listen, I love training. I can't say enough about online training. I'm kind of an addict. But all of those things take time. And as a mom and as a blogger, I understand that you don't have all this time. And I have found, even as a web designer, that I spend way more time doing the technical stuff and connecting things up and trying to make everything look pretty than I do on creating the content. And the content is really what your visitor is coming to your site for. So, my idea behind web design therapy is, instead of you spending hours and hours and hours searching tutorials, trying to figure it out yourself, you and I will work together and we will pinpoint exactly where you're struggling, and I will help you get past it. It's not just one area, it can be many areas. It can be anything that you're struggling with, from images to creating graphics to site layout, maybe some CSS tips, blogging things, Photoshop. And the great thing about a web design therapy session is we get together and we can screen share. So if you ask me how to do something and I know how to do it, I'm going to pull it up on my screen and I'm going to show you, I'm going to walk you through exactly what I do. And I'm going to do my very best to make sure that when you leave that session, you have as much information to be able to kind of scoot past all of those technical challenges as I can possibly fit in. So the way that it works is you go online, you pick your session time, the amount of time that you want to get together, depending on whether you have a few questions or you want to do a full-blown Ask Me Anything session. And when you sign up, you'll fill out a form where I ask you some questions, and that's where you really want to make sure that you are giving me as much detail as possible. I will use that to prepare for our session. And what I do is I go and I take a look at your site, if you have one. I take a look at all of your challenges, and I come up with either a plan or a list of things that will help you. But what I also do is I bring more to the session than what you've even asked for, because I want to make sure that you are getting the most value out of our time together. So I like to throw in lots of tips, lots of tricks, lots of things that I've used over the years that have really helped me move forward in my own web designs. I think when it comes to learning something, sometimes just having somebody there that understands, that's been there, and that has lots of experience, it makes it so much easier. And that's where web design therapy came from. You go to a therapist because you're struggling with an area in your life and you just need some help from someone who's been there or someone who has the experience. And so that's where I come in. So I really want to make your experience of designing a site as easy as possible. And when you have somebody that you can just bounce ideas off of or hey, help me with this area. It just makes it so easy. So I hope that maybe my silly video wasn't too much for you. I hope you learned something about web design therapy, and I hope to see you in a session.